How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the RA Visuals YouTube channel. My name is Ricky, and today we're going to be taking a look at a really cool couple of sets of pudding keycaps from a company called SabaKeys. But before we get into all that, if you're new here, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button with that notification bell, as it helps out the channel a ton, and you might get a lot more cool videos to go ahead and watch later on. And if you do end up liking this video towards the end, go ahead and drop me a like too. I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out these cool sets of keycaps. So SabaKeys sent us two different variants of their little pudding keycap sets that they sent over, and one is called the Bubblegum, that's the pink variant that you see, and the other one is called Frost, that's the blue and gray variant that you see right there. These are both 104 set profiles with double shot PBT, and they are the backlit pudding type, as you guys will see later on in the video. And as you guys know, most of these kind of keycaps, they'll fit pretty much any one of your regular Cherry MX style keyboards like the Ducky, the N-Pros, Vortex, HyperX. There's a ton, list goes on. And today we're going to end up using my own keyboard that I've used in a lot of my videos, and it's the GK61XS, and this is just the normal, black housing case that I have. I have two of these actually. One is one of the clear case ones, but I decided to go ahead and just use the most basic one for this build because I actually wanted to improve a couple things on it, so I figured I would do that in this video as well. One of the things I really wanted to improve with my GK61XS is the stabilizer noises, and now from my first and second video that I made with this keyboard, I know that I never really touched the stabilizers. I never modded them or re-lubed them or anything, and they do come pretty well factory lubed, so I'm probably not going to touch that. But what I really want to do is I want to clip them, and I want to go ahead and band-aid mod them because these do have quite a harsh noise when they do actuate, so we're going to take care of that in this video, as well as include these new set of keycaps that I just showed you. And speaking of those keycaps, in today's build, we're going to go ahead and just use the bubblegum style because I actually have a coiled cable from Calamity Cables that will match that. I do not have something right now that will match the blue and gray, but I may end up using those on a build later. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the pink and gray theme for this one. But wait, there's more. So as you guys can see on the board, there are no switches in it right now either. So I actually decided to go ahead and use a set of switches that I've had laying around for quite a while, and they are the C3Equalz Dragon Fruit switches. And now these are a tactile switch with a 63.5 gram spring. They already come factory lubed, so I'm actually not going to touch them right now, and I'm just going to leave them as is and see how I like them. And they got that nice little pink translucent color on the top with a little white stem and everything like that. So I think they look really cool. They're going to go with our build here as they kind of color match, and I'm actually really digging tactile switches right now, so I'm excited to use them. Okay, so before we can get on to anything else, we need to go ahead and start modding the keyboard first. So the first thing we got to do is, of course, take it apart. And now we got my nice little wow stick that I brought with me, so we're going to go ahead and take out every single one of those screws, and we're going to pull the board completely apart so we can work with our stabilizers. And the first thing we're going to do with these stabilizers is go ahead and clip them. And now the reason you want to do this is because, as you can see, some stabilizers like these ones right here on the GK61 have two of these little claws you can see on the bottom of the stabilizer housing. And those two little claws are typically the culprit of those pingy noises when you go ahead and actuate your stabilizers. So all we're going to do is go ahead and clip those things off with some wire cutters, and we're good to go. And while you have these apart, sometimes you normally can go ahead and give these things a re-lube or go ahead and even apply more if you want to, but as I saw here, the GK61 comes very well factory lubed, so I didn't even touch it. I just went ahead and left it alone. The next thing I decided to do was go ahead and apply the Band-Aid mod. Now, if you guys don't know what the Band-Aid mod is, it's basically simply taking your regular garden variety Band-Aids, the kind of cloth material ones, and you just cut little strips of it, and you place it on the areas where the stabilizer will go ahead and actuate down to the PCB. And doing this, you apply a little bit of lube to the top of the Band-Aid, and it keeps the stabilizer from making another pingy or little tinny noise when you go ahead and actuate it. Get rid of that Windows 10 watermark and start saving with SabaKeys. SabaKeys offers deep discounts on games and software with my own special promo code. Purchasing your key is super easy. All you have to do is click on the item you want, click buy to add it to your cart, and then once you're in your cart, you can go ahead and enter my promo code RAV20 for 20% off of your purchase. After adding the promo code, you'll see your savings pop up, and you can then purchase your product with your chosen payment method. Finding and entering your Windows 10 CD key is super easy. All you have to do is go to your user profile, find your purchase, and click View Keys and Codes to reveal your new CD key. Then all you have to do is go to Settings in Windows, click on Update and Security, click on Activation, and finally click on Change Product Key and enter your new key into the window and click Next. You'll now have a fully licensed version of Windows 10 with 0 watermarks. Check the links in the video description to start saving now. So all you got to do, like I said, apply a little bit of Krytox 205 grade 0 to it and make sure it fully covers the band-aid, and there you go. You're pretty much done. Go ahead and reapply your stabilizer to the housing and make sure you get it all back together properly, and you're good to go. So now that I'm finished with the stabilizers and they're all good to go, I went ahead and poured out all of my dragon fruits. Whee! And then I took each one, threw it back into the board, and began putting on all of the keycaps. And with the keycaps finally all on the board, you know what we gotta do. We gotta go ahead and take our nice cable from Calamity Cables and plug it in and see that nice keyboard shine. And definitely with these pudding keycaps from SabaKeys, you can see every bit of that RGB shining through. And I gotta say, it looks freaking sweet. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you think these look pretty awesome, or if you're even into putting keycaps, or if you're one of those people that absolutely just hate the way they look. I don't care. Either way, just leave me a comment because it helps the algorithm. But jokes aside, guys, I actually really do enjoy these keycaps. I had 0 issues trying to put them on my switches. They all fit perfectly. There were actually 0 that I found that were messed up or anything that may have gone wrong in manufacturing. So kudos to SabaKeys for that. Great quality control as far as I'm concerned on my copies. And yeah, I think they look pretty awesome, man. So as far as putting keycaps go, these are a really awesome option at $39.99 on their website. And of course, guys, I'm not going to leave you with just that. We got to see how these, or actually hear how these things sound, right? So let's go ahead and take a listen to what this keyboard now sounds like with these new keycaps and the stabilizer mod I did without a mouse mat. Okay, and now that you've heard it without a mouse mat, let's go ahead and throw a mouse mat underneath the keyboard and see what that sounds like. Okay fam, so that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments below what you think of the build. If you guys like the sound, if you don't like the sound, if you don't like the looks, if you like the looks, let me know if you guys actually just enjoyed this video in general and me just doing voiceover completely as far as the video is concerned. I don't know, let me know your thoughts down below, and of course, as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and I will see you in the next video. Later guys.